A very good morning and welcome to our presentation of the project. In this video we will explain about the assignments that we have done throughout the week 3 until week 7. I will explain about the assignment that we did in week 3, which is the main two steps will be verification of internal problems and verifications of problems with users and or stakeholders. Step 1 will be done within the team and does not involve the external users or stakeholders. There are four main questions that we will come up with when we're discussing about the step 1 verification of internal problems. The question 1 is what is the product trying to solve? What are the problems that the product that we have proposed is trying to solve? So customers and sellers are always facing difficulties in choosing delivery services, especially those who run an online business. A large amount of packages or parcels need to be sent to their customers. In order to provide best experience to customers, sellers must carefully select the best delivery services. Sellers must visit each delivery service shop in order to compare prices in order to take care of their reputations. This requires effort, money, and time. And so we have a proposal where we have developed a platform called PostFast application, where we put all the delivery providers into one application. Sellers can select their preferred delivery providers and compare them quickly to see which has the greatest price and customer reviews. For customers, they can track their parcel even with different delivery services. And for question 2 is anyone whose problem can be helped explain their goals and motivations, which means we have identified the problems, right? And now we're trying to identify who we are trying to solve the problems for. And so consumers and sellers will be assisted by PostFast, this application, in tracking their packages and parcels using a variety of delivery services. The application offers consistent and precise data on domestic shipments from more than 50 carriers, including J&T Express, DHL, Ninja Van, and a lot more. The uptrend in mobile purchases also means that online shoppers are expecting faster shipping speeds, accurate delivery information, and greater ease of tracking their shipments. Apart from that, it blends seamlessly with Gmail, the Google Mail. An email will be sent right after the order is successfully placed. The application will send customer push notifications every time the status of a parcel gets updated. When customers tracking notification pops in, it will automatically get added to the package tracker. Consumers can easily add track code inputs manually and view the location of the packages in real time on a map. The third question is we will explain the situation of the user when facing the problem. Here we will explain the environment and user factors at certain moments. And for this we have chosen two situations. The situation 1 is when the tracking update takes some time to appear. Customers need to refresh several times in order to get the details about their packages. In situation 2, customers or sellers lack the necessary transportation to bring the package to the delivery center. They sometimes live far from the delivery facility, and it takes some time for them to post out their packages. Question 4 is the problem solution fit. Okay, in this question, this part of this assignment, there arises a question where has the product or service solved the majority of the problems that we have identified so far? How is it worth it, and is there any new issues that haven't been touched? Okay, the solution for the situation 1 that I've explained previously is to keep the application up to date, so the monitor side performance is at the latest version and very stable. The application needs to have an optimum scale server to serve more traffic. It should have more than one host hosting one to make sure the application is at the all best performance during a busy period of traffic, especially during sales and early celebration days. For the situation 2 that we have explained previously, the solution to that situation is post-fast application that we are proposing provides the pickup services at the customer's place. Customers can choose to drop off the parcel at their chosen delivery service center or pick it up by their preferred delivery service. For step 2, which is the verification of problems with users or stakeholders, is done not just within the team members, but it involves communication with the users and stakeholders, external or internal. Okay, we have performed an analysis and evaluation with the same points as step 1, but this time it involves users and stakeholders as the product as resource persons. One of the problems that users face when delivering parcels or tracking parcels is not getting up-to-date update on their parcel tracking, and they don't have many options, and they usually have several different apps and delivery services with their own applications, while PostFast provides solution where it contains a lot of delivery services into one application, and it helps them with tracking and delivery statuses for the users and also the receivers. And we have done a survey and we have justifications based on the data that we have collected from the Google form. We've collected Google form and distributed it to users and stakeholders, and according to their satisfactory level that they have with the existing app, it seems that they usually have problems with the update of the application and a lot of other aspects, such as from the survey that we collected, the data shows that how would you rate existing tracking system, and majority shows 3 to 4 stars. And they also have proven to use multiple courier service to post parcel, which is very great because our application provides the multiple delivery services delivery service providers in one application. And with the rate of satisfaction, it seems very moderate, and we have asked questions such as, did you find the existing courier apps is user friendly? And the options are very high too, which is they already find the existing apps user friendly. What we can do is make it more fun to interact with our own out of graphic designing and minimalistic designings. And have you ever experienced of system breakdown while using courier apps? And they have stated often. And did you find difficulties while using courier apps? They do have found difficulties using courier apps. And another question was, did you find any difficulties while using customer details in updating customer details in courier apps, and the tracking and finding it easier to get a report from the courier apps, information by courier apps? Or we have also asked, will that be easier if we combined all of the courier service in one application? And of course, the data collected shows that it has been chosen as very easy method. And so this survey collected justifies the user archetype that we have created, and it also justifies the need for our application to be proposed and to be out there in the industry so that it can be useful for a lot of people, users and stakeholders, and of course delivery service providers. Thank you. For reference and additional attachment, we have what we have collected as the output for the assignment for week 3 by doing these 2 steps that I have stated before is creating user archetype. So user archetype, which is also called persona, is a template that represents data and insights about users' behavior, attitude, goals, and pain points. So we have created 2 user persona based on the survey that we have conducted using Google Form. And the user archetype 1 is person 1, that both user archetypes discuss the same aspects such as age, gender, and occupation, goals, motivation, and what are the frustrations. For person 1, the age is 23 years old, the gender is female, and occupation is business owner. The goals of this user is to reduce workloads while managing businesses, manage parcels more efficiently. For motivation, it seems that they have a hard time managing their time, and of course having a bit of a hard time to do strategic work planning. What are the frustrations of this user? First, hard to manage lots of parcel and orders from customers. Number 2, having to take care of business and other work at the same time. Number 3, needing a more systematic parcel managing system. The next user archetype is which also discusses the same aspects that I have discussed earlier. This time the age is 20 years old, the gender is male, the occupation is seller. What are the goals of the seller? Number 1, keep updates on customers' order. Number 2, manage delivery time more efficiently. Number 3, track customers' parcel easily. What are the motivations that reflects on this user's persona? They have difficulties in time management and satisfying the buyers. What are the frustrations? Number 1 is complicated process to deliver parcel to customers, make them more frustrated. Number 2, having difficulties when handling a lot of orders at the same time. Number 3 is unable to track customers' parcel on delivery. These are the 2 user archetypes that we have created as an output for assignment 3rd week. It is attached in the slide. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Fatiha binti Zakari. Today I will explain about week 4, step 2 and 3, the user interface UI design process. Currently, we are doing a project about post parcel. So the business process is: first, the seller gets the order. Second, the seller will pick a courier service. Third, the seller will fill in the details of the sender, which is he or she, and the details of receiver. 4, the seller needs to estimate parcel weight. And 5, the seller needs to choose the payment method. 6, seller will get an email. 7, seller can track the parcel. And 8, the receiver will receive the parcel. Our goals in system requirement and detailed explanation of the required input and output data. We want to allow the user to create an account, and the user can request a quote for a collection and delivery service. In addition, the user also can track the parcel from the collection to the final destination. Other than that, the admin can register a new user. Admin also can add a new parcel location. Also, The admin can quote for a different parcel types. In addition, the user can accept and reject customer requests. Also, can view the different types of quotes and adding the branches for different warehouse. Also, not forget we can allowing the user to change his or her personal details. As we can see in this slide, we have input and output. So for the input, we are categorized in three things, which is first admin, manager, and customer. So for the admin can enter the credential and preserve the countries and state. The manager, the manager can store the member details in central database. Also, manager can preserve the warehouse and branches for particular warehouse. So for the customer can add all the quotes and customer should register into the site. So for the output, the admin can view the user registration details. Also, admin can view the details of the parcel request from the customer. Other than that, admin also can view the customer details, whether the customer accept or reject. Lastly, the customer can view the status of the parcel using track ID. In standard design and justification, we have followed three main design guidelines to create the system, which is general interaction, information display, and data entry. The details of these three things are right in this slide. Next, for style guide and justification, the three important elements that we put in our system is color scheme, typography, and visual language. For color scheme, we use bright colors such as yellow to attract viewers at the first glance. For typography, we use the blinker font that we think will be perfectly amazing. For visual language, we believe that icon that we use will be understood and not bother users too much. Next, in this slide, this is our mental model that we categorize in four things, which is menu, content, courier, delivery parcel, and track parcel. In this slide, this is HTA diagram of our post parcel apps. So for the first thing, the seller gets the order. Second, seller will open the post parcel apps. Third, seller will pick courier service and he or she will choose the courier service available in receiver area. Four, the seller will fill in details of sender and the receiver. Five, the seller will estimate parcel weight. Six, the seller will pay and they will choose the payment method. Seven, the seller will get email. Eight, seller can track parcel. And nine, and receiver will receive the parcel. As we can see, this is our conceptual model that we already discussed before we design our apps. So here we have user login, apps menu, order details, sender and receiver information, items, payment, and order submitted.
Hi, my name is Musaida. So I'm going to explain about week 5, which is step 4 and 5. Step 4 is tablet system menu and navigation, while step 5 is select the proper kind of windows. Alright, menus are the main form of system navigation. We need to design properly to help user build a mental model of the system. Our menu structure is single menu. It navigates to the new menu and user has choices to input the data. So, as you guys can see, we have display information that display points and balance. We have tracking shipment that users can track their parcels at this column. Then we move to choose courier, which is users can choose their preferred courier. Windows is an area on the screen that has boundaries and sections that shows computer activity. We need to select Windows type properly as it should lighten human memory. So, in our system, the type of Windows that is used in this application is primary Windows. This primary Windows will appear when right after the application is opened, which is the user login option. Secondary windows is additional windows that can be independent or dependent windows on the primary window. Why we choose secondary windows for second page and third page in our apps is because it is displaying additional information relating to the primary window. For 8, 9, and 10 page, we still use secondary windows as our model type, as these windows contains collections, requires input, data, and information per user. Alright, so as you guys can see, here is the example page for user input. The Windows characteristic is located at the center and frame fitting the phone screen size. Also, the height and width is accommodated with the phone screen. The Finish button is highlighted. Here is the payment and thank you page. It is also a secondary windows which it is the continuation of the previous windows. The windows are capable of displaying more than one task in different representations and display information in multiple levels.
By week 6, we have considered the proper interaction device and UI object. The proper interaction device for our apps is touchscreen, used to interact with user. This app is run on a mobile, hence a touchscreen allows easy access and navigation through the different menu by scrolling and clicking. We have implemented different UI objects into our app. The first one is multiple operable buttons. This allows different action to be performed by tapping and clicking the button, such as the sign up, finish, submit, and close button. Next is text entry that let user to enter or key in their information and details when needed. This can be seen in login and sign in page, the recipient, sender, and item requirement page. There are 3 types of selection control in this app. The first one is radio button used for selecting only one out of multiple choices available, for example choosing the payment type. Next, we have checkbox, which allows user to select multiple options available. This is used when choosing the career. Lastly, we have drop-down menu where a list of options will be revealed only when user click the menu. For example, order type and city list menu. Week 7 focuses on composing clear text and messages as well as guidance and assistance. To ensure high readability when using the app, we have used an easier and simpler words that are more easy to read and understand. Most buttons consist of one word to indicate simple action. Each messages are not more than 20 words per sentence for easy read. We included several system messages such as warning messages, status message to provide information of a process, and critical message to call for attention when user action is needed. Lastly, guidance and assistance message to assist user when using the app. This message can be seen as shown. The message includes tips for user to keep the receipt of their process for users' record.